Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is once again is Travel Tip Tuesday. Look up here for my other videos in the Travel Tip Tuesday series. Today I'll be talking about everything you need to know about baggage, what to know before you go, how to avoid fees, or how to really get the best deal for baggage for your flights. So first off, I'd really like to say thank you for watching my videos. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you found anything interesting, and yeah, stay tuned for all the information you need to know. 9 tips. The first thing you need to know, super important, is just to know the airline you're flying with and what their fee schedule is set up to. So there are 7 major airlines in the US that fly, and I'll just be giving you guys what their baggage fees are, what they cost, and if they have any free check bags or whatever. So the very first airline I'll talk about is American Airlines. So carry-ons are free. The first check bag is $30. Delta is next. They also have a free carry-on and $30 first check bag. JetBlue also free carry-on, $30 check bag. United, free carry-on, $30 check bag. And there's the 2 budget airlines, Spirit and Frontier. Both of them you have to pay for a carry-on, and then you have to pay an additional between $30 and $55 for their check bag. It all depends on when you buy it, so it's cheaper when you get it initially, when you buy your ticket, versus when you're paying at the gate, because those prices significantly increase the later on you purchase that carry-on or check bag. And lastly, I'm going to talk about Southwest Airlines. So when it comes to baggage, no other airline is even close to Southwest Airlines. You get a free carry-on, you get a free first check bag, and then after that you also get a second free check bag. That is the only airline in the US out of these major ones who has free check bags and free carry-ons. So if the price is a little different and you got to factor in bags, Southwest Airlines is the way to go. And my second talking point is probably my favorite, which is travel light. If you guys know me, you've been following me, then you know that I am a minimalist traveler. So what that means is I only travel with a book bag or carry-on. For most of those airlines that I just mentioned before, you get a free carry-on. So that means if you travel with a nice book bag or a nice carry-on, then it's going to be for free. So really spending that money and investing it into a great carry-on that has the right dimensions, the right weight, will save you tenfold. Because if you fly one of these airlines, it'll be $30 for the first check bag, their end bag. So that's $60 you're paying for that flight. If you had a great carry-on that maximized the size, you're saving that $60. 2 flights, you're already making that money back of what that suitcase costs. So getting a real good carry-on is super important. Traveling light is super important, and the best way to maximize your money. If you remember this video that I posted last week for Travel Tip Tuesday right here, what you'll see is even with those budget airlines, Spirit, Frontier, or whatever it is, you can travel with that book bag, and that will count as your personal item as long as you keep it on your back. So just watch that video. I'll link it right here, and it'll tell you more about those tips. My next point is another one that is super dear to me, and it's actually going to be one of my next videos. Really how to maximize your carry-on luggage or your luggage period. So one thing that is super good is knowing how to pack your bags and making sure that you're maximizing the space. Also, multi-use items, super important. Packing light for multiple occasions, planning out your outfits. Also with that, using travel cubes is super important on really shrinking the size of your luggage so that it fits in the different scenarios. Using the cup holders, using a bag with multiple pockets so you can separate your luggage. A lot of these things will save you a ton of space and allow you to carry more things in a smaller space. And this one really ties to the one I said before about the carry-on, or even if the book bag or it's a carry-on, really getting a really good carry-on luggage is super important in terms of maximizing your luggage, maximizing the amount of money you're going to spend on your luggage, and your baggage fees. So these two tie together with each other. My next tip is not something that I would do, but for many people who do travel super heavy and having bags is non-negotiable, potentially flying first class or upgrading your class to going into the main cabin or something like that. Because if you're flying, for example, if you're flying with 3 bags, first bag is $30 a check, second bag is $45, second bag is $150, and God forbid any of those bags are overweight. With a lot of these bags, if they're overweight, that's another $150, $200 for the overweight bag. Flying first class would actually save you money and you'd be more comfortable. So even though it's not something that I would do, potentially looking at the different tiers of class for the flights will save you money at the end, because you get to fly more comfortably and you get those 1 or 2, maybe 3 check bags for free. My next point is super important and a way that you can do it and get free luggage. A lot of these airlines have frequent flyer programs, or you can get status for these elite level tier programs. So you need to get a certain amount of points in a specific time period, and if you get that, then you get free check bags. You get different perks and amenities that typically wouldn't be offered, but you're getting them because you're a frequent flyer for their program. So for many people, this is difficult to get to because you have to fly that specific flight or airlines multiple times in order to reach that elite level status. But if you fly for work, if you fly a specific route, using that loyalty to that airline benefits you because you get different perks, especially if you're flying with bags. So for example, United has a flight program where anybody that flies in the main cabin that has this level of status gets free check bags, up to 3. So depending on how frequently you're flying, if you get the status, you get up to 3 check bags. And like I said, the first check bag is $30, second check bag is around $45, and goes on up in price after that. So flying with the same consistent airlines allows you to save more money. So really looking at those loyalty programs gives you the benefit of getting those flights, and baggage is way cheaper. My next topic will be a little risky, but if you know you're flying on a packed flight, specifically one of those holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, something where a lot of people are flying, school holidays, then bring in your bag. And a lot of times they volunteer people to check their bags at the gate. So walking up to the gate and checking them there can save you money on the baggage. I personally wouldn't do this because I like having my own bag, but if you know you have a lot of luggage and you need to get it checked, doing this will definitely save you money because you aren't responsible for paying for the check bag. They will do it because there is no overhead space up top. So this is one good way for you to maximize it. My next one is a little crazy, but I've done it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have done it as well. If you ever have an overweight bag or your stuff doesn't fit, take your stuff on and wear it. Like, if you have shorts on, you have pants, put them on, because they don't weigh you, they weigh your baggage. So it might look crazy when you have all these random clothes and outfits on, but you will save money because it's not in your suitcase, it's on you. Then once you're in the air, you can put it back in, but you'll save that money because you're not paying for the overweight baggage or anything like that. My next one is, once again, something that I wouldn't use because of my lifestyle, but for people that do, and I wanted to cater this video to many different people, this could be you. So for example, strollers, medical devices, anything for your kids, a lot of those fall into a free checked item. So if you check your stroller, you need to load that thing up. So load the bottom, load the top. They don't care what's in it, they just know that it's checked. So make sure that those things are stuffed to the brim of stuff, because once again, that's a free checked item for you. Medical devices, car seats, same thing. Load those things up before you put them through, because that is a way to maximize your space and your storage and not paying for it. So think about that one if you have kids and you travel with them. And last but not least is travel credit cards. This is something that is a whole topic in itself. I'm going to make a whole separate video on this, but travel credit cards, knowing how to use them, really finessing those points to really get you those free amenities and perks is a game in itself. Travel hacking is what they call it, is a way to use those travel credit cards and those points to get free stuff. That includes lounge access, that includes bags, that includes food, that includes first class tickets, that includes free flights, which is something that is amazing. Using those credit cards to do that really allows you to really maximize the amount of money that you spend on these flights, as well as get you points to get free flights. I'm all in for free. Only thing that I would say watch out for, a lot of these flights, these loyalty programs, you have to fly with that specific airline. And from that same standpoint, not just that same airline, but those airlines have high yearly fees for those credit cards. So finding one that really works for you could be challenging, but like I said, I'm going to have a whole separate video on travel credit cards and how you can use those. Once again, if you got any good information, please like, subscribe, support my channel. Give me some topics on things that you think would be important to know, or things that you want information on, and I'll do what I know about it. Once again, I'm a budget traveler, so my whole thing is maximizing travel, maximizing time, maximizing money. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please like, subscribe, and let me know what else I can do for you guys. Thank you.